first one is Proto release. This was from Scoresby. What is this, Keon?
Yeah, so Proto is Block, formerly known as Square's mining division. We've been waiting for a product from them. They've been teasing for, I don't know, a few years now that they were going to release something. We didn't really know what. They implied they were going to release their own miner made in the United States because Bitmain is like the predominant mining company, and they're out of China and they're closed source, and they have a different way of doing that things, but they kind of dominate the mining stuff, and I think that's why Block sort of got into the scene. They're like, we're gonna produce an American Bitcoin
Oh,
mining
there it goes.
a manufacturing company. So we didn't know what they were going to produce. I thought they were going to produce the bricks that we see from every other miner in the space, just this device that you plug in and use for a few years, and then you throw it away and replace it with new machines when they come out with better chips. But instead, they released this, which they call Rig, which is this very easy to repair system where you can swap out the fans, you can swap out the chips without any tools at all. You can swap out the power supply, and they did a Apple-like release page. They had a very straightforward live stream, not a lot of sappy language, but still, I think, demonstrated how having a product-focused company like Square that's done both manufacturing and in the form of Cash App done software can really deliver a world-class product in a way that they have expertise, and they have a lot of people that are capable of doing such things. And that's what I think this was. I think a lot of us were impressed by this. Like, I did not imagine this would be something that miners would desire, but it made a lot of sense when they explained it on the live stream. And that's based on them actually talking to miners and being like, what are your biggest frustrations? They hired very experienced miners to be part of the team that delivered it. I think, a very exciting announcement to happen.
Yeah, what did the miners say? I'd be curious to see what like the miners are saying.
Yeah, I think a lot of them. I don't know. I mean, I think it really, because this hasn't. I don't. As far as I know, they haven't been using this. Hasn't been used much in production fleets yet. But I think we'll start hearing feedback about it. What Proto anticipates that miners will be able to save roughly 20%, as they upgrade, because they don't need to replace the entire miner. Because when new chips come out every 3 to 5 years, all you do is you can just swap out the hash boards, and if a part fails, you can just swap it out, and you don't need to be like an expert. You don't need to even know how to use a screwdriver. You kind of just go in and you swap out the part. And so Block or Proto, I think they're being sort of conservative, are suggesting that this will save miners 20% over what they would in another system where Proto didn't exist.
So this is just this is another block company, I guess.
Yeah, subsidiary.
Wow,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah, pretty cool.
crazy.
Pretty cool. And they also released free fleet management, open source, free fleet management software, which I was telling Pleb Dev before we got on the podcast. Is I was I don't know, for about a year I'd been like, why, like, when is a startup going to release decent fleet management software? It
Well, there's
seems.
already what do you call it? Gosh, what was one that Mitch used to work for? Um, I forget the name of it, but there's already software that does this.
There is software that does this, but as far as I
I
know,
forget the name of
it's
it.
sort of enterprise level and is kludgy and isn't made by a company that understands consumers, um, and which means understands everyday people who are poorly motivated, which is a great place to write software from, even for people who are highly motivated. It just means you'll be able to meet the needs of those highly motivated people easier. But
Oh, I think I broke the website.
that looks like what they have with
Oh, I think I broke the website.
with with
I
Fleet.
think I
It is
broke
a fairly intense website. These like
their website.
new
I
super
crashed it.
animated websites.
I literally broke it. I crashed their website.
But it looks really cool and it's open source, so you know you'll see a lot of
Let's hope their
improvements to it.
website. Oh wow! I totally crashed their website. Let's hope their website is better built than their software.
You mean their software is better built than?
Yeah, their software is better built than
Yeah.
their website.
I'm sure.
All right,
It'll be pretty
let me
good.
close this one.
Anyway, I just thought it's really cool. It's like I'm a huge fan of like the framework laptops, even though I mostly use.
Oh, modular's coming back, bro. Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Modular's here.
It reminded me, immediately reminded me of the framework laptops because that's kind of their whole thing is like easy repairability by a pleb, easy upgradability, and that's kind of what they did with this.
We're moving to a modular world, Keyan.
I was a bit afraid when I saw the live stream that they were going to make like you remember those Mac Pros, the big desktop computer.
Yeah,
I was afraid that's what they had done, is they had just made a really fancy miner,
like a G4.
yeah, they had done something like that. I was like, oh no,
let's see if I can find
what
it.
did they do?
G4.
They just made like a miner that was like twice as expensive that did the same thing. It just looked better. But
yeah,
no,
this one right here.
It both looks good, I think, and serves a functional purpose, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, one of those. But they also came out with
it was the Cube
aluminum
Mac.
one.
The Cube Mac. I'm thinking of
the one that's
you thinking of this one?
No, I'm thinking of the one that.
Oh, you think of the trash can Mac? You're not thinking of this one, are you? The trash can Mac?
Oh no, nope, not thinking of that. I'm thinking of the one that was aluminum. It had an aluminum case.
Is it the
Mac Pro?
Mac Pro. Oh, you're thinking of the cheese grater Mac.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
I didn't realize these were also useful in a kitchen, but
yeah,
it looks because I was like, oh god, did they
make cheese grater? Mistake? Yeah, this was the cheese grater Mac. Yeah,
but instead it's pretty, but it also serves a purpose, and
I
think is awesome.
I mean, it looks beautiful. I mean, it looked beautiful. I didn't watch a live stream or anything, so I don't have any comments on it. But, yeah, it's kind of weird though. I think this is just more comments from the peanut gallery. But it's weird because like I do feel like it's just like Block and like Blockstream are just like two of the heavyweights right now that are just like duking it out as far as like just entering every segment of the ecosystem.
I don't even think they're on the same planet.
No, they are. Like if you look at their two different websites, obviously they both have. I think the only thing that Blockstream doesn't have is an exchange.
Well, they also don't have. I don't think they sell miners. Like they don't themselves manufacture.
But they have a mining. I think Blockstream
they have a mining division where they
have a mining division
where they are. But they're like any other Bitcoin miner, and they buy miners from other people and put them in a warehouse.
But I think Blockstream's the only thing Blockstream doesn't have is an exchange.
Is a consumer app, an exchange, and
well, I guess they do have
Bitcoin
I guess they do have the what's that thing called, the stock. They do have that now. So
I don't even know if that's available in an app that's consumer facing. I think it's more.
It'll be on Robinhood at some point.
It's more institutional investor, and they also Block doesn't have a side chain, so they're not directly facing each other, but they are two very, very large companies in Bitcoin. But Block is worth probably like $100 billion or more dollars, and we have Blockstream maybe definitely under 10 billion.
Under 10?
Oh. But I would guess probably priced at more like a couple billion at most.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, that was just for peanut gallery observation. I was just like, yeah, it's really cool kind of seeing these two big heavyweights just kind of like go. I mean, I don't think they like look at each other like that, but it's just interesting to see these two titans in the ecosystem just kind of like drop something, and then like who else are they going to measure each other? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. They're their closest sibling.
Like who else can they measure each other with as far as like Do you know what I mean? Like as
No, I know
far
what you're
as
saying. They're their
yeah.
closest sibling. So yeah, there is no there. It's cool seeing Bitcoiners have a lot of money and actually release product,
Mhm.
because otherwise we have Bitcoin treasury companies that are kind of anti-products. They're pure Bitcoin treasury companies that never release a product. That's why you give them money, is because they promise to never squander your money on product. But it's cool to see Bitcoiners with lots of money releasing product.
Yeah. Yeah.